And in PAS, out of the 6, there's only 5 who are eligible. And you know who they are. Those are. Apabila keadilan melihat suasana sedemikian, when they had a quick assessment of their 3 eligible candidates for the post of Chief Minister, then keadilan said, look brothers, we have assessed our 3 candidates, and there's no way that we can accept, we can take that responsibility. Then we rest the whole thing to pass. There was an agreement made before 4 o'clock in the morning. Can you imagine that? What actually spilled in our hearts and our minds and our soul, what triggered us to do that was the prime objective of throwing UMNO and putting an alternative government with that golden opportunity. So when Keadilan says out of the 7, the 3 of us are not qualified as well. So we actually give it to PAS. And ladies and gentlemen, it took PAS almost 1.5 hours to circulate among the 6 who are the 5 who are eligible. It goes to the first candidate. First candidate was myself. And I told the chief of PAS, the chief of Keadilan as well, I said that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I can accept this post. I have not been a chief minister myself in my life. I've never been a chief minister. I've got 8 kids, and my youngest at the time was 4 years. She needs my presence all the time. I have signed almost 12 contracts, locally and abroad. So I told them, as a businessman, there's no way I can accept that post, because I must honor the agreements that I've signed locally and abroad. So next, the second candidate. Now, that circle took almost 50 minutes, 20 minutes. Then it went on back to my car. And we had the same argument as well. And mind you, when I told these stories to my UMNO friends, you know, they were totally surprised. They said that, is it happen that way? I said, yes. You know, in UMNO, we pay millions just for a post and position of a division team. They spend millions just for a chief, the position of a division, Ketua Bahagian. They spend millions, and now the chief minister, you're rejecting it. They went on for the second round and came back to me. I said, oh God, why can't I accept this post? You know, it's no joke, it's a big thing. And they went on again, the cycle went on. And then finally it came to about already 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. The prayers were waiting downstairs. And finally, the chief of PAS says, all of you get out. We allow ourselves to decide who among the 5 of you are eligible. Then we will call you back, and whichever person that we determine, he cannot say no, he has to accept it. So we went out of the room. 3 o'clock in the morning, we went out of the room. And probably about half an hour later, we will call back. And the chief of PAS will say, Nizar, ladies and gentlemen, that was a point of time that the reality came knocking my head, that I thought that the world is coming to an end on me. But sure enough, it's going to be an interesting adventure after that. I had to accept that consensus made by the chief of PAS for the state. They have made a decision based on the decision together. They decided myself. I took that responsibility. At 4 o'clock we announced, and first thing tomorrow morning we went to the palace and we just mentioned and informed the decision that we have made. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why I say this? Because I want to hammer in the hands, and particularly those in Penang, that we are able to put our differences together. We were able to show the respect, even though we did not have the experience in the past that we were very close together. At that time, the AP did not have any close party relationship with the alternative, PAS and PKR, but we managed to respect each other. And thirdly, we managed to respect the law, which is the Perak Constitution. That was proven that morning that we could actually build a government just to satisfy the people of Perak, that we have been brave enough to make that change. We are here for you to experiment and then to practice that change. Ladies and gentlemen, sure enough, right from day one, UMNO was national. After we had took allegiance and oath office, then UMNO was national started their first attack. They were attacking us right from day one. Ever since we took office, they were attacking us right from day one. We had an Exco meeting at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. We finished at about 5 o'clock in the evening, the afternoon. At 5:30, the palace officials knew what we discussed in the meeting. UMNO heads knew what we decided in the meeting. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Just within half an hour or less, whatever we discussed, whatever we approve and disapprove, it is known by the outside world, particularly UMNO national. They've been monitoring what we did. So much so, came to the tragedy that they put the date of 31st of August. 31st of August last year was a day of downfall Pakatan Rakyat in Perak. And they were working very hard on that date. For the national, particularly UMNO, they were announcing it throughout the country that 31st August will be a day that Pakatan Rakyat in Perak will be downfall. Ladies and gentlemen, we worked very hard towards achieving so that that date will not materialize. And that kept the relationship between us, PAS, Keadilan and the AP, became more even intimate, because we were fighting against a common enemy that's attacking us, and that date put us together. Could you believe it? We were working together, eating together, praying together, almost being together at every time of the day. At every time of the day. The chief, as well as the assemblymen of Pakatan Rakyat, both Keadilan, DAP, and PAS, we were almost virtually, literally together every day. Came 31st August, ladies and gentlemen, they started attacking us. Prior to that, they were offering each and every assemblyman or woman an average of about 10 million to 15 million for cross-border. Could you imagine? These were the games that they were playing. Initially, they contacted PAS candidates. I was called twice by UMNO leaders that if you cross over now and join UMNO, we will put you as the chief minister, and the Exco post will be given to 4 PAS assemblymen. And on top of that, we will even put in your pocket an amount of not less than 10 million. Ladies and gentlemen, that did not even lure us, for the simple fact